somebody's watching this and probably is like, oh my gosh, this girl is so basic. And they're probably right. Hey everybody, if you are watching, I just want to give a huge welcome to my channel. This is my very first YouTube video. Woohoo! I'm so excited. I wanted to start a YouTube channel for so long. I think like 4 years ago, I was like, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel, and I just found any reason to talk myself out of it. And it's just been like that for the last 4 years. But we're in a new year. It's 2020. We're stepping out of our comfort zone. We're doing new things. So I present to you Talking TV with Lex. It's been my baby for a couple of months now. Something that I've been thinking about doing. Something that I had kind of been battling with on what I was gonna do. And I think I finally have it all figured out. You know, when I thought about starting a YouTube channel, I couldn't think of what in a YouTube channel I would talk about. You know, did I want to be a beauty vlogger? Did I want to do hair tutorials? Did I want to do travel vlogs? Did I want to talk about food? I just couldn't think of anything on YouTube that I could do, you know, to start a YouTube channel. And my mom actually was like, Alexis, you know, you work in TV, you talk about TV all the time. You know, I host on AfterBuzz TV where I do TV reviews and we do TV news updates. So why not just do it on my own channel where I can say all of my crazy thoughts and all of the crazy things that pop in my head? And that is what I'm doing. And now we have Talking TV with Lex. I'm so excited for all of the things I have planned. We're going to have a ton of TV and movie reviews. We're going to have news updates as they happen with some of our favorite celebrities, or if something happens with some of our favorite shows or anything in pop culture. We're going to have that. We're going to have weekly shenanigan breakdowns of all the craziness that happens out there. You're going to get a lot of my thoughts and probably a lot of rants from me because as you can see, I just really like to talk and I really like to give my opinions. And we're going to have lifestyle. We're going to have so much. And I'm just so excited. I'm so happy that you are watching. And I'm so happy that you're going to be able to come along with me on this journey as I launch. Okay, so since this is my first video, I felt like it was only appropriate that I do some sort of like get to know me sort of video. Alright, so let's dig right on into it so you can get to know me. Okay, so the first question is, where did I grow up? So I was born in California, lived there for about 7 years, and then after that we moved to Alabama. I'm originally from Tuskegee, Alabama, lived there for the majority of my life. It is a very, 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 very small town in Alabama, probably about like 12,000 people there. There's one high school, one middle school. Everybody knows everybody. It really just felt like you lived in a town full of your family, and that's how I grew up. The second question is, where do you currently live? So I mentioned I was born in LA, lived in LA for the first part of my life, and I'm actually back in LA now. I moved to LA about 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago. It was in 2016, right after I graduated from Clark Atlanta University. Shout out to the HBCUs. I moved out here to work in entertainment. I started off in the NBC Page program. Maybe I'll do a video about the Page program. And now I currently work as a social media producer at the Oprah Winfrey Network. So working in TV has always been my dream, and that is what brought me here to LA. What is my favorite movie? Oh my gosh. Okay, there was a time where Clueless was my favorite movie, and I think with all the stuff that has been going on with Stacey Dash, it just kind of made me not like the movie anymore. I'll still watch it if it comes on, but I feel like I rightfully can't claim Clueless as my favorite movie because of Stacey Dash. I don't know why. The movie really isn't about her, and she just has like a small portion of it, but I don't know, I just feel like I can't rightfully like that movie and like Stacey Dash because she doesn't deserve to be liked, but that's a whole nother conversation. Are you single or taken? I am very much single. Sometimes it's by choice, sometimes it's not. Dating in LA is trash, especially if you're a black woman. Can't anybody tell me otherwise. That's just what I think. Maybe I'll do a video about that because obviously I have some thoughts and some stories that back up what I'm saying. But at the moment I am single. I'm going to add this question in. Would I ever want to get married? I definitely want to get married one day. So I'm fine being single for now, but I hope, Lord Jesus, that one day I do find a husband and get married and have beautiful babies. That's a dream that I have for myself. But at the moment, I am single. Yes, I am. Okay, this is a fun one. What is your idea of a dream date? So, dream date, I mean, when I think of a dream date, dream is like you can literally get whatever you want in the entire world. That's just too much of a thought. Like, so many thoughts are popping up in my head. So I'm going to do a realistic dream date, like what the next date I go on, what I hope it could be. So I would love, like, I love the beach. So I would love a guy to pick me up and we go to the beach, and somehow, in some way, there's already some sort of picnic or blanket area or something laid out for us on the beach, and he has food. My favorite food is pizza, so there's gonna be pizza, maybe some hot wings too, some chocolate, and we eat on the beach and we just enjoy and have good conversation. Maybe there's a sunset of some sort. Oh, that just sounds so beautiful. And we just have a really good conversation. What else happened on that date? Then maybe after that we go get like drinks at some lounge, listen to some good music. I love music. I would love to go out dancing. Let me tell you, okay, I already answered what my favorite movie is, but now I can remember. My favorite movie for sure is Love Jones. I love Love Jones, and I love that on their first date they went dancing for their date. And I've never had a guy take me dancing, and I don't even know if that's still a thing, but maybe after we leave the beach we go dancing somewhere, and then he brings me back home and we have a kiss, and it sounds so innocent and like fairy tale like, at least to me, but that sounds like a really good first date. And I think, you know, as long as there's good conversation, it doesn't feel forced, it's not awkward small talk, it's genuine conversation, we're genuinely getting to know each other, and he has to be a gentleman. I am a Southern girl. I'm big on chivalry. I like to have my doors opened. I like for the guy to hold out the chair for you. I like for guys to be super duper respectful and gentleman-like. So if the guy is able to take me on that date and have all those qualities, then maybe that is the moment I will finally find my husband. So that is my dream date. Somebody's watching this and probably like, oh my gosh, this girl is so basic. And they're probably right. Do you have any bad habits? I am a huge procrastinator, which is why it probably took me 4 years to finally start my YouTube channel, because I kept putting it off, finding an excuse not to do it. I'm a huge procrastinator. It's something that I'm really trying to work on in the new year. Just doing it as you think about it and not putting it off. That's definitely, I think, one of my worst habits. Ooh, what is your full name and what does your name mean? Okay, my full name is Alexis Natalie Brown. My mom named me Alexis because she was a big fan of the show Dynasty. It's a show from the 70s, and there was a character on there named Alexis Carrington who apparently was like that bitch and was popping and was like the person that everybody wanted to be like on the show. So she decided then that she wanted to name her daughter Alexis. My dad wanted to name me Moan Gert. Yes, Moan Gert. That sounds like somebody's like 95-year-old grandma. So luckily my mom had other plans and was like, nah bruh, we're not naming my daughter Moan Gert. And then my middle name is Natalie. It's spelled differently than most people spelled. It's spelled Natalee. And for that reason, it's because the Nata is from my mom's first name. Her name is Natasha, so that's where they got the Nata. And then my dad's name is Leon, but they call him Lee, so that's where they got the Lee. So all of that made my name Alexis Natalie Brown. Bomb ass name. If you had to change your first name, what would you change it to? Oh my gosh. I don't know if I changed my name. I really like my name because I feel like there is not everybody has a reason for why their name is their name, and I feel like I have an explanation, so I feel like that automatically makes my name cool. I've been told that I look like a crystal, which I don't necessarily disagree with because I could see myself being a crystal, so maybe Crystal. I wouldn't mind going by Beyonce. I think that's a beautiful name. What are my favorite things about myself? I love how vocal I am. Anybody who knows me, I think, will describe me as somebody who is very straightforward and very blunt. I'm not really one to hold back on what I say or how I feel. It's gotten me in trouble before, but I think it's been great because I've always been somebody who like speaks up for themselves. I never will just let anybody do something I don't like and I not say something. If I want something, I'm not afraid to ask for it. I've always been somebody who's very vocal and not scared to really speak up. I think that's something that's really helped me get as far as I've gotten in my career and just in life. And I think I've gotten a lot of opportunities and gotten out of a lot of things that situations I probably shouldn't have been in because I was able to talk my way out of them. So yeah, I think that's one thing. I also, it's crazy how, you know, when you think of the things you don't like about yourself, a list automatically pops up. Like, it's so easy to name the things that you don't like about yourself, but trying to think of something that you do like about yourself is so hard. I think I have really nice hair. I think for the most part I'm a pretty, I don't know, I think I'm just like a decent human being, and maybe I'll ask my family and friends what they think my good characteristics are, and then maybe do another video. Y'all probably don't care, but what is your biggest fear? I think my biggest fear is living a life full of regrets. Like, one thing I can say about myself is I've always been somebody who's never been afraid to try, because I feel like I would rather put myself in a situation where I try and I fail versus sitting somewhere thinking, wow, what would it have been if I would have tried it? And I think that's why I'm finally starting my YouTube channel, because I never wanted to have that thought of, oh, you know, what could have been if I actually did that or went after what I wanted. So my biggest fear in life is definitely living a life full of regret. And I think because of that fear, it's caused me to really, you know, be open to really putting myself out there and trying new things and just going after what I want, you know. Who's your favorite celebrity? Anybody who knows me knows I am Beyonce hive to the core. Do not come on my YouTube channel talking about Beyonce, because just don't do it. Beyonce is everything to me. Literally just yesterday I was supposed to be doing stuff for my YouTube channel, and I got caught in a rabbit hole of just watching YouTube videos of Beyonce and Destiny's Child documentaries. Watching the Destiny's Child documentaries, they're very inspiring. They'll motivate you to go after everything, all of your dreams. But I love Beyonce. I love her music. I love the way she carries herself. She just seems like such a humble and sweet person. She's a hard worker. She just does everything to perfection. She literally just seems like she does everything right. And it may not be like that behind the scenes, but to me, it's inspiring to see somebody, especially a black woman, you know, just really put their all and just come out like I'm sure she's not perfect, but she's literally perfect. Like, everything she does is flawless, and you can just tell she puts so much pride and work ethic into everything she does, and I think it's just so motivating. And she's such a good performer that she really doesn't even have to do all that, and she still does it. Like, oh, Beyonce, I know you're never gonna watch this, but I love you. What is my favorite Disney movie? Man, that is hard. Growing up, I loved Pocahontas. My parents said I would just watch Pocahontas and then I'd be like, start it over, run it back. I would literally watch Pocahontas back to back to back to back. But I also really, really love Lion King, and I really, really love Aladdin. Disney movies are just great. I don't see how anybody can pick one, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna go with Pocahontas. Yeah. What is my favorite TV show? My favorite TV show of all time, all time, is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's probably one of the only things I can literally just sit and watch all day, every day. Like, it's the best show ever. My favorite show right now, I've been watching The Circle on Netflix, which is really, really good. I don't know if I'm super interested because I work in social media, so it's interesting to see a show centered around social media, but it's just so good. So if you haven't seen it, after you watch this video, go watch The Circle on Netflix. It's such a good movie. Another show I like right now is I love Love After Lockup. Shameless plug, I do a Love After Lockup review on AfterBuzz TV, so go check that out. Can you touch your nose with your tongue? I've never tried. I don't know if I want to embarrass myself about trying to do it right now, but I guess for the sake of this video, I will. Hold on, I'm going to try to look on my phone. Okay. Nope, nope, I already know. I don't even have to try anymore. Nope, 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 nope. This is a fun one. Do you have any birthmarks? Yes, I do. I have this humongous one on my arm. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can see it. But I think it's pretty cool. Do you have any pets? I have a family dog. It's at home in Georgia with my parents. That's where they live. I want a dog so bad. I'm trying to put myself in a position where I can get one because I really, really want one. So hopefully, as we go on YouTube, one day you'll see I have a dog video. And it'll be a cute little dog. And y'all be like, Alexis finally got the dog she wanted. Who was your first celebrity crush? My first celebrity crush was Justin Timberlake. He's still my celebrity crush. I love him. You know, I was in love with NSYNC as a kid. I had all of their CDs. I had t-shirts. And Justin was always my favorite. And he still is my favorite. And I love you, Justin. What is your most embarrassing moment? I have a lot of embarrassing moments. They're so embarrassing that I don't even know if I want to talk about them. The first moment that comes to mind for me is I was in high school. I'll never forget, it was the first day of school, and I had on, in my mind, the bombest outfit. It was some white pants, like this super cute, it's gonna sound ugly when I describe it, super cute like button up top that went with it, and it was like green, and I wore these heels, and I felt like I was popping. And because I felt like it was popping, and because it was the first day of school, I literally found any reason to like be out in the hallway. And come to find out, I didn't find out until the end of the day, and I don't know if people were being fake and didn't tell me, or if people just didn't see it, but to me I felt like at one point everybody had saw it. But I had the biggest red period stain on the back of my pants. I didn't even feel that my period had started. I didn't know it was there. In my perusing the halls, trying to be out, trying to have everybody see me looking cute, one of my teachers pulled me to the side and was like, Alexis, you have a big red stain on the back of your pants. And she had to take me home to change my pants. And it was so embarrassing. To this day, I don't know if the stain wasn't there for my majority of the day, or it was there, nobody saw it, or people did see it and they were too scared to see me. I don't even know how long I was walking around with these period stained pants, but either way, I was mortified, and oh my gosh, just even bringing it up now, I feel embarrassed. What are your life goals? So I mentioned I want to work in TV. I would love to be some sort of on-camera host, or if I don't become an on-camera host, I really would love to be a reality TV producer, but a reality TV producer who also is the face of their show, if that makes sense. Like, think of like an Andy Cohen or a Carlos King, or in the very beginning when Love and Hip Hop came out, Mona Scott Young. They were the producers on these shows. It was their show, but when they got the opportunity to kind of be the face of the show, or to have the reunions, they were the ones who are hosting it, because I also would like to be an on-camera host. So if I can be a reality TV producer and an on-camera host in one, it would just be the perfect job ever, because those are two things I really, really want to do. Also, when people talk about their life goals, I feel like people only talk about their careers, but one goal I would really love is I want to be a mom. Like, I feel like the biggest, accomplishment anybody can have in their life is having someone to continue on their legacy, and you do that by having children. So I'd love to be a mom, and in being a mom, I'd love to be a wife. I said mom first because I feel like even if I'm not blessed enough to be married, that I would still want to have a child regardless. That's just something I really, really want to do. So I want to be a reality TV producer, I want to be a host, I want to be a mom, I want to be a wife, and I just want to live good, popping bottles, living the life. Come on now. Thank you so much for tuning into my video. This is my very first video, as I mentioned, so for you to be watching means so much to me. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications so you know when I drop the next video and you can keep up with me. Make sure you follow me on social media. I'll link it down in the description so you know where to find me. And just thank you so much. I'm so excited to finally get this started, and for you to be here watching my first YouTube video means so much to me, and I hope you continue to come back and watch my videos and just stick with me on this crazy ride we call YouTube. So once again, thank you very much. I'm Alexis Brown. This is Talking TV with Lex. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.